I'm Supriya, and I'm a cosmetologist. I'm an Ayurvedic practitioner, also a nature cure practitioner. I'm certified, board certified wellness and nutrition person. So for the past 30 years of my life, I have been into wellness, and I think with as these book coming in, universe put us together. I heard everybody talking about fire, air, right? So I run a company which is a small company, and it's called Five Elements. So whole universe is made up of five elements, which is fire, air, ether, and then water. I'm missing one. What is it? Earth, right. So every living and every non-living being is made up of all these five elements. When I came to know even the non-living things are made of five elements, I wasn't sure how. But maybe sometime, if you would have wondered, how did the stone come into existence? It came into existence because there was this pressure on this earth for years, and then there was water, and then there was fire, and everything put together, it is a stone today. And similarly, we as human beings, everybody knows our temperature has to be 98.3, right? It goes down, we are not well. It goes up, we are not well. So the disease starts when any of the five elements are not balanced in our body. That's why people keep telling, have more water, did you have your water, your skin is not hydrated, you are not well, right? So we need to have that 72% of water in our body. Temperature, we already talked about. Breathing. So many times I have noticed in myself, and maybe you have in yourself too, that when we are anxious, our breathing becomes very rapid, right? And then when we are feeling low, our breathing is very low, right? And sometimes we are like, my brain is freezing now. I can't do anything more now. And that's only because we are not taking care of our breath. We forget to breathe. Honestly, we forget to breathe. Or we are breathing so often, we are taking more air in there. And then we are bloated. I'm bloated out of no reason, right? More air, water. People talk about water. Take more water, but how much more? Everybody cannot take same amount of water. So just like our DNA, every human being just has a different DNA. Similarly, the requirements of these five elements is also different. Believe it or not, but the imbalance in these five elements is something which causes the disease. And your health is actually in your hands. You don't have to take any medication. Your body is such a smart robot, I would say. It kind of automatically adjusts itself. You don't have to do anything. If you're not well, believe me, just let's say you have temperature, your fever is above 100. I wouldn't say try it, but still I would say just, when you feel you just have a slight temperature, instead of popping in that pill, just lie down on the bed, take a bed sheet, spread it out, you'll be fine. Maybe you would have to wait for 2-3 days for it to become normal, but it will happen. Your body will adjust itself. Same thing with, I'm feeling low, I'm not happy. It's nothing. Sometimes you just need rest. Don't lie down. Don't go onto your gadgets. You'll be fine. Yeah, right? So everything in nature, as we said, is available there. It's in us. Some of the things are available in the nature which we don't utilize so much. Like everybody knows the power of flowers, right? Just smelling it is going to work on the sympathetic and parasympathetic. So by doing that, aromatic oil. One thing that I really believe in is working on channelizing the interspatial, the space between your own cells. Now, what's happening is, everybody knows about mitochondria, right? No? Okay. So mitochondria is kind of powerhouse in the cell. Our body is made up of several cells which come together, which make organs, and then as a whole, our body is formed. Now, the interspatial fluid between the cells, if it is not cleared, you start, presenting some kind of state of disease. So it's important that you clear that interspatial fluid. So how does that happen? Regular massages, exercising is one of it. Massage is better, right? We would just lie there, somebody works on us. But yeah, and I think that's a scientific reason why people started saying, okay, so you are sitting for 8 hours on the chair, why don't you go and exercise half an hour in the morning or an hour in the morning? Why don't you go for your walk? Because the fluid exchange between the cells doesn't happen if we are just stagnated, we are sitting, we are not moving. Just an easy exercise, if we are sitting on a chair for like 8 hours, you would see your joints start hurting. Your body hurts. Sometimes you would be just sitting in the chair and you would be like, I did nothing today, but I'm so tired, I'm exhausted. Because the exchange of the fluids, your cells are not functioning properly. So what do? We all have to go for our jobs, we have to commute long hours, so what do? Simple things like soaking yourself in salts, flowers. So not everything works the same on everybody, but when I do Ayurvedic consultation, it's more of kind of seeing as to what you might know and guide you to that. One of the things I completely believe in is I don't want to make things and give it to you. I want to actually give you that knowledge so that you have it in yourself and you do it for your whole life. And that's what excites me because I want you to learn what you can and you can do it yourself. And it's the whole experience is very absorbing and it actually leaves everybody happy at the end because you are making your own things yourself, you are doing those soaps yourself, you're collecting those flowers and taking those soaps and it's really fun. Now, how do salt soaps help? They help in removing the toxins from the body. At the subdermal level, they are working at the interspatial fluid, which I spoke about earlier, the toxins, because the cells, they are not interacting with each other. With the salts, that accumulation is taken care of, your body has that space, the ether, and your body functions smoothly. So simple things like soak, if you are unable to take a full tub bath, like you don't have time or luxury of having a tub, not everybody has, especially in New York, the city doesn't, everybody doesn't have a bathtub. So why not just soak your feet in water for say about 20 minutes? Because all of you know that your foot and your hands have nerve ending, right? So if you are soaking them in that salt water, your body is kind of seeping those salts, they would be taken into your body's channels. Try something as simple as that. Try a scalp massage. Use oil, serums, whatever helps you. Do it for yourself, go out. But I think what over a period of time we have forgotten is the luxury that we all get these days, right? We know everything is on remote. I don't have to get up, switch on the television or the air conditioner. I can do everything sitting here. That's a luxury that came, to help us. But I think we have made it a problem for ourselves. Now we are not getting up so often. We in older days, I remember people used to go so far to get water which was clean, but in India, I don't know about New York, I wasn't here. But these filter water bottles, which are always handy, we are more like we take a sip and then just leave it, forget it, start working. But ideally, just imagine that you don't take water for an hour and you really feel thirsty. And then you take the water, it's going to give you the rejuvenation which is actually needed. Rather than just walking, taking a sip, you don't even realize that you are having water or what help did it do? Did it really rejuvenate? Were you even thirsty? A lot of people are telling us, oh, take so much water. Okay, so I keep my 8-ounce gallon water bottle here and I keep drinking it and I keep going to the washroom. I'm just draining it out. My body is not utilizing it. I need to work out or at least energize myself, metabolize what I'm taking to be able to use it in my body. So definitely we need to take more fruits, more veggies, but we also need to work it out. So it could be anything. It doesn't have to be gym, honestly. A research that I worked on for microcurrent, it actually showed that you don't even have to take those many foods they will not be metabolized by your body if you are not moving. So take whatever you want to, your proteins, your vitamins, but if you are not using it, it's all sitting here. It will not be used. It will not get translated into the energy you are looking for. Another thing that I have seen in my research is that fatigue, exhaustion, is something which everybody, like 90% of people, are actually experiencing it. Now nobody knows why. So sometimes we do blood tests, everything is fine, no problem, nowhere, no anemia, no problem, no disease at all, but still they are exhausted. They don't get up in the morning with that rejuvenated state where, yeah, tell me.
Because you don't do what you love to do.
Yeah.
Because you don't do your passion, your energy doesn't rejuvenate. Your energy becomes love.
Absolutely. Yeah. I agree. I agree. Tell me when my time is out. Okay? No. But as she very rightly said, and thank you for that, we don't follow our passion, but I do also know that when we are supposed to pay for our bills, then maybe sometimes we will not be doing what we want to. Maybe we will have to do it for some part of our life, but we will always be able to reach a place when we will be in a position when we will be able to do what we want to. But till then, we still can be energetic just by doing a couple of practices. One practice which is very easy to follow is try to be present. You have heard that all the time, but our brain is always thinking about past and the future. I have to do this. I still have this to finish. So what's happening? I'm not present. I'm not able to enjoy it. My energy is getting exhausted because my brain is working non-stop because this is not done, this is not done. So how do I do that? Try to bring your intentions and yourself to present as much as possible. Don't overstrain, honestly. But once you make it a practice, and once you start doing it, you will feel at least 50% less exhausted. Second thing is very easy again. Either if you're, so you can do it when you're alone. I don't know how people are going to look at you when you go out, but try to tap with all your fingers like this. So while you are doing that, you are actually activating all your nerves. So try to, yeah, try to, and nobody can do it more than 3 minutes, I can tell you. Because what happens is your fingers after that don't want to do that. There's so much energy. And after that, if you would touch anything, you'll feel that warmth. Honestly, those 3 minutes also are like, but you really feel that energy. And it's all yours, which was inside you. You didn't know. But actually, by doing that, you're also activating all your channels. Your whole body organs are going to be activated. Number 3, compresses. So compresses are very helpful in almost everything. So let's say I'm feeling bloated. Just take a towel, dip it in normal room temperature water, wring it out, and put it on your abdomen. Do that for 3 to 5 minutes. Very easy. Do it anywhere. Hotel, you're traveling, like in your room, anytime, morning, evening. Just try not to do it after you have taken your food because it will actually lower the heat in your stomach, which you don't want to do because you want your food to be getting digested. But so this is one compress you could do for your stomach. Also remember, this is the part where all your organs are, right? Maximum organs are here. So this is actually going to condition your whole body and also how your brain is going to work. So imagine you have food, right? A lot of food. Your body is completely full. I mean, so you say, I can't take any more, right? I'm full. Now, ideally, this is not a thing to do. You should always keep some space in stomach. Everybody, I don't know if you would have heard, try to keep at least a quarter of your stomach empty. So that that your food can get digested. There's space. That's what ether is. Leave that space in there so that your body digestion can work on it. Second compress could be with the herbs. So let's say I have a swelling on my joint. I could do herbal poultice, or I could do a herbal compress. I can compound together coriander or some toner products, toner herbs, which I can grind and just keep on that place. Or there are some products available in the market which would talk about bringing out the toxins. But also the soaps actually help with this. So you can kind of blend them together, put them on the knee, or any area that is paining, and that way. About the headaches. Very simple technique. You just have to use 2 fingers, and you would be just working around the temples. And it's good if you have basil oil. You just work in clockwise and anti-clockwise direction, and you will see instant results. Is my time over?
I just don't want water to skip.
Do you want to hear anything else? I would say, so it's well said that everything actually is in our own hands. One, because we have all these fine, tiny little microcirculating and those tunnels going inside which are connecting to the body, right? We do everything, honestly, practically speaking, we do everything with our hands, right? That's how we are designed. And actually, by using these 2 hands, we can do everything. But honestly, I'm not going to tell you the details about which finger is what, but these 5 fingers actually also identify with the 5 elements. So they actually, that's why when we are doing the breathing techniques, we are using certain fingers while we are doing it. When we are doing our mudras, we are using certain fingers. And also, as I said, when we are doing yoga, we are using our hands. And as I said, when we clap, we use our hands. But actually, because we are connecting and we are energizing our tunnels. 5 elements has, so everything is in your hands because you can take control of your own health, your well-being, and also wellness of others. I think with women, especially because today we have so many women entrepreneurs here, women, that's what I have been told, in 80 to 90% of households have a control over the kitchen. Is that true? No?
It depends on the day.
Okay. But I think a lot of us, I don't know, but I control a lot of food, the way we cook, what we eat, especially because when our children are younger, and I think I haven't seen husbands and boyfriends who would be able to say no when the girlfriend is saying I want to have this, and they would be like, yeah, why not? So, okay. But I think we as women control so many things, or we have the power to really be helpful in so many things. And with the power of 5 elements, I think once we understand more, I would be happy if any one of you want to call me anytime. I love to talk about 5 elements. I have been working in this field for past 30 years. I worked as a nature cure practitioner for first 8 years of my life and post that for 25 years. I continue to blend it with spas and wellness and whatever. But I have been spa manager for I think as long as 25 years. I opened over 50 clinics and Ayurvedic spas all over the world, I would say. And I have all these years, what I have seen is that everything actually boils down to these 5 elements. Like I worked in a cosmetic setup where it was more of Botox, chemicals, but what I understood was that at the end of the day, it can give a quick fix, but something which is really going to help is going to be natural. Because the dermatologist who I was practicing with me, she taught me to say, oh, so when you are giving the Botox, you have to say it is going to relax your muscles. Okay, but actually it is going to paralyze the muscle, okay? Okay, okay, so I understood. Yeah, and then also the results are going to be there for 6 months,
after that, there is a possibility that they might see the wrinkles all the more, because all these 6 months they didn't see the wrinkles, because they couldn't make any expression line. And now they notice it all the more, because, oh, but you didn't get those wrinkles in those 6 months, they were there, only you were not seeing them. And go, yeah.
Dark glasses on.
Okay, so the idea is all those 6 months, if you would actually give your body what it needs, all those nutrients, if you cannot afford to take back supplements, breathing exercises, I think you got it. So, but if you anytime want to talk to me, I'm happy to discuss more about 5 elements. And if you need any help regarding any health issues, I'm there for you. Thank you.